Good evening, YouTubers. This is Donnie Folks through channel Christia2280. Today I am profiling Boojins. And for all the members in Yu-Gi-Oh! Advanced TCG 2014, this is a standard build for Heraldic Beast. Start off with 3 Heraldic Beast Leo, level 4 2K beater. During the end phase of the turn in which this card was normal summoned, it is destroyed. It basically destroys itself during the end phase of the turn it was normal summoned. And when the card is sent to the graveyard, search your deck for 1 Heraldic Beast except for Leo and add to your hand. So, he's basically a searcher of the deck. Very good with Card Trooper's mailing ability, if you mail them. Next up, 3 Heraldic Beast Amber Conway. Amber Conway is more of the graveyard recycler. As long as you have another Amber Conway in your graveyard, you remove them from play to add 1 Heraldic Beast monster except Amber Conway from your graveyard to your hand. Sorry about the glare. See if I can fix that a little bit. Next up, 3 Heraldic Beast Ale. Cyber Dragon for the deck. Basically, if you control 2 or more Heraldic Beast monsters, you can special summon this guy right from your hand. Very good with the exceeds that takes at least 3 level 4s to build, like, let's say, number 11 Luminite, or Shockmaster, which is currently banned, but, gotta do it what you gotta do it. Next up, 3 Heraldic Beast Twin-Headed Eagle. Main purpose, being in the graveyard. If you have an exceed with no materials, remove this guy from play, target 2 Heraldic Beast monsters. They literally become the materials for that exceed just by removing this guy from play. And it's a wind level 4. It's also a winged beast, so it's very, very useful with Icarus attack. Next up, 2 Heraldic Beast Basilisk, I would like to say his name is. Basically the right code of the deck. After damage calculation, destroy any opponent monster that battled this card. So, face down target. Yee! They use your Stardust. Stardust, stop him! No! Next up, 3 Effect Valor. Well, 2 Effect Valors. Supposed to be in 3, but I see there's only 2 here, and that's okay. I guess he figured that 3 was just too much for him. Still decent. Next up, 2 Card Troopers, as I was explaining earlier with Leo, the milling. Mill up to the top 3. And Card Trooper is also very good for draw power, because when it's destroyed into the graveyard, you draw 1 card. Add it to your hand. Literally a +1 before your original draw. 1 Redox, Dragon Ruler of Boulders. 1 Tempest, Dragon Ruler of Storms. Due to this deck running multiple winds and earths, these 2 have very, very good use. They're actually pretty good with some of the combos, especially the late game finishers, if you're lucky enough to get that far. 1 Gen X Ally Birdman to finish out the main deck. And now, on to the spells. And we have 3 Mythical Space Typhoons. Standard for field removal. Yes. And the deck also has 3 Monster Reborns built into the card known as Heraldic Reborn. Target 1 Heraldic Beast monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Next up, 3 Pot of Dualities. Yeah, some people was very happy when Duality went back to 3. Me, I figured, it was okay at 2. It was alright. To end the spells, 2 Advanced Heraldic Arts. Target 2 Heraldic Beast monsters in your graveyard. Special summon both of those targets. Immediately after this card resolves, Exceed summon one Exceed material, one Exceed monster using these as basically you bring out 2 Heraldic Beast monsters. After the card resolves, the same 2 beast monsters you just brought out with this card, you Exceed summon immediately. Wonderful. Give them a little flavor for the traps. We have 2 Heraldic Change. Battle Fader of the deck. Opponent declares an attack against you. You activate this. You drop a Heraldic Beast monster from your hand. Then you end the battle phase. Lovely. Just lovely. Next up, 2 Call of the Hunted. Followed by 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 1 Dimensional Prison, 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Compulse Evacuation Device, and to finish off the traps, 1 Divine Wrath. Divine Wrath is another card that's also very dangerous with Leo. Divine Wrath, negate your monster's effect. I pitch Leo. Leo hits graveyard. Okay, your monster's effect negated. Leo hit graveyard. Trigger, I search my deck. For the side deck, in which this is still under development, we have 2 enemy controllers, which is another combo dealing with Leo. Tribute 1 Leo, take control of your opponent's monster. Leo hits the graveyard. Once again, you search. We have 2 Mind Pollutions. Discard 1 monster to target 1 monster that your opponent has. That level, you basically discard from your hand a monster with the exact same level as the monster that your opponent controls to take control of it. So, yeah. 2 Mirror Force. 2 DD Crow. 2, one of my favorites, Kunai with Chain. 1 Dark Hole. 1 Forbidden Graveyard. Really, really good for canceling out graveyard effects during your opponent's turn. 2 United Front. Most of the cards in the main deck are the exact same levels. You control 2 or more monsters with the same level. You get to negate a trap card when your opponent activates, and is a counter. It's a counter. Magnificent. In the end, the side deck, trap's done. And now for the extra. 1 Ally of Justice Canister. 1 Iron Chain Dragon. 1 Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Exceeds 3, number 8, Heraldic King Daemon Heritage. Basically, it's good against Exceed monsters. Targeting an Exceed monster, you basically snatch the name, the original attack, and the effect, and then the opponent's monster loses their effect and their attack becomes 0. Nasty. Followed by 2, number 69, Heraldic Crest. Basically the sister of number 8. The turn is special summon, negate all other monster face-up effect Exceed monsters that's currently on the field. So basically you bring this out, every other Exceed on the field is basically negated. And then it can target 1 face-up Exceed monster on the field until the end phase. The name and the original effect becomes the same as that monster. Another number 8, but a bit more dangerous. Next up, 104 Masquerade. Secondary effect is literally like Goblin Zombie. You can send 1 card at the top of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. During either player's turn, when an opponent's monster effect is activated, you can detach 1 material from this card, negate the activation. If you do, inflict 800 points of direct damage to your opponent. Oh, okay, a Photon Strike Bouncer pretty much. Next, Knight Popper Operative, Fairy King Elverge, Wind Up Zen Meister, Lightning Tridori, Steel Swarm Roach, and to finish off, Gaga Cowboy. So, this has been the deck profile of my friend's Heraldic Beast deck. Probably a lot of changes to come down the road, especially to this side, because certain things about this side I kind of disagree with a little bit, but the 2 Mirror Forces is not bad. The Mind Pollution, the Enemy Controller, actually, I was actually happy about that. But this definitely needs a little something more like Max C or something like that. Tell me what you think of this Heraldic Beast profile. This has been Donnie Folks through Christia 2280. Good night.